All right, everybody. When you're ready, just like we usually do, you can get nice and cozy, nice and comfortable. Same thing with your cameras and your mics. You want to keep them on or turn them off, whatever is best for you. And we'll go ahead. We'll start in our cozy positions. We'll begin today by closing our eyes. Taking a few initial calming breaths. Settling into the space. Becoming aware of our body in this physical state, in this time and space that we're in right now. Just coming home. You need to roll around your neck, your shoulders, crack your back, whatever you need to do to adjust your body to bring it into this meditation world, go ahead. And as we keep settling in, we'll start to focus more intensely on the breath here, shifting our focus and our attention onto the sensation of the breath, noticing how it feels to breathe in through our nose and noticing how it feels to breathe out through the mouth. Taking each breath in, one breath at a time, breath by breath, one inhale to the next exhale. If we're having difficulty focusing on the breath, a helpful technique is to count each breath. So here we can count the inhale as one, counting the exhale as two, the next inhale back to one, next exhale back to two, just continuing to count one, two, one, two, over and over again. That repetition can give our mind something to latch onto. So on those days where concentration might be a bit challenging, that's a helpful tool to have in your back pocket. So as we continue welcoming in the breath, if you need to use that tool, go ahead. As we continue our breaths, I'm going to lead us today through a visualization exercise. I'll talk a little bit more about this when we're done meditating, but I did this exercise a couple weeks ago, and some of you might have seen this already. But I'm going to adjust it a little bit for the meditation here. But I want you to imagine that you're floating in outer space. Kind of imagine that you are floating up above the world, looking at the world, at the earth from a bird's eye view. And you are in your physical body and you're some point in the future. Now, I want to leave that open-ended. That point in the future, it could be next month, could be next year, could be 10 years from now, it could be at the end of your life. I just want you to imagine yourself in that body in the future. Again, whatever feels aligned for you in this moment. And a helpful cue here is to think of an age, think of a number. And so, for instance, I am 31. And so I want to imagine what my life will look like when I'm 99. So I'm floating out in outer space, just imagining my 99-year-old self. So that's just an example, but again, I want you to find that future version of you. Again, it could be later this year, a few years, 10 years down the road, whatever feels aligned, connected, kind of spiritual right now. And I just want you to start to imagine this version of you. I'm going to begin by seeing what that physical self looks like, seeing all the wisdom that this version of us carries, seeing the life experiences, the joy, the memories, all the challenges that this version of us has overcome, all the obstacles. I just want you to hold an appreciation for this version of you. So just to appreciate all the love that this version of you has, the many paths that this version of you has walked. And as you envision this version of yourself, get curious about what else you see. So where is this version of you living? What does their house look like? Who are they surrounded by? What does your day-to-day look like? How are you spending and fulfilling your time? How are you making meaning in your life? I want this to be an exciting and empowering exercise where you get to design that version of you. You get to craft your absolute ideal, what you would love to see for this version of yourself. Because in all actuality, whatever you are imagining is completely possible and actually doable. So I just want you to spend some time with this future version of you. And again, just visualize it. Notice what you see, have fun, embrace it, and just step into this version of you's shoes. Notice how good it feels to be this version of you that has traversed so many paths. Just continuing to be with this future version. Again, embracing and loving this person. Notice what your day to day looks like. Notice where you spend your time. Notice how you feel, how this version of you feels. What is this version of you? What are they wearing? What do they cook for dinner? What do they do for fun? Where do they travel? It's their ideal life. And let that question be a question of love and grace, empowerment, excitement. Sit with this for a couple more minutes. Great job. Now I want you to turn to that future version of you and see what wisdom they have to impart on this current version of you. What lessons do they have to offer? What what skills can they teach? What knowledge can we learn from them, from that future version of us, to help us get to that spot? So let me give you an example. For myself, that future version is completely happy. That future version is fulfilled and full of love, not only from the people that he's surrounded by, but even from his own self, his own heart. So that version can teach the current version, the me that's here right now, that if I'm not feeling well, I can do something about it. That harboring or kind of staying in my emotions isn't going to help me all the time. So if I'm not feeling good, I can change it. So with that example, again, turn to that future version and ask it what wisdom it has for you. And how can that wisdom help the current version of you get closer to that version? Spend a couple of minutes here too. Great job. If we're still floating in outer space with that future version, I want you to give that future version of you a big ol' hug. Just give it some love, give it some care, thank it. Hold some appreciation for that version of you that absolutely does exist already. And as we wrap up that hug, we see that future version of us fly into the distance, and we come back home, back onto Earth, back into the physical body, back into our present moment. So I want you to take your hands. We'll take one over our heart, one over our belly. And we'll let this connection with our physical self be an opportunity to really hone in on that message, that wisdom that we learned from that future version. So, whatever lesson it had for you, go ahead and embody it, bring it into the body, hold on to it, cherish that lesson, that wisdom, that knowledge. Let it become a new tool, new guidepost from your future self that you can carry with you throughout your day, throughout your week, and into your future. Just notice how you're feeling. Notice any emotions that may have risen. Just be with yourself for a few more moments. Great job, everybody. Go ahead and let our hands rest in our lap. We'll take 3 final deep breaths here, breathing in through the nose nice and slowly, breathing out through the mouth nice and slowly as well. 2 more. And 1 final deep breath, your biggest one of the day. Great job. Let's go ahead, roll our neck around again. Wiggle your fingers and toes, roll your shoulders around, kind of wake up your butt, move your butt muscles. I really want you to feel your body in this physical space, coming back to the here and now, noticing any sounds that you hear, any sensations that you smell. Coming back here. And then whenever you're ready, whenever you feel fully present, go ahead, open your eyes.